I'm Yana, a British Dutch Canadian raised mostly in Canada, which I left behind in 2019 for nearly 2 years of full-time traveling through the South Pacific. In September 2020, I moved back to Europe, based first in Belgium and now in Austria. I've lived in 6 countries so far, and my lifelong goal is to visit every country in the world. As I'm currently based in Salzburg, I'm spending all my free time on day trips exploring Austria. In my last video, I spent the first bank holiday of the year in Hallstatt, probably Austria's most beautiful little town, a place that's been on my bucket list for ages. Hello, happy Sunday. We are off on a day trip today, just heading out of Salzburg on the train. It's snowed so much the last couple of days, so I'm very excited to go exploring. We're gonna go out to Linz today. Linz is a big city in Austria, up there with like Vienna and Salzburg and Graz. So we're gonna go exploring there and have a good day out. So as usual, you're coming along with me. Hello from Linz. Linz is Austria's 3rd largest city, and I just feel like it's been such a long time since I just took a train and went for a day trip wandering around the city. This was one of the things I did all the time in Belgium, and in Portugal I guess too. It's just one of my favorite things is to wake up early, grab a train out from where I'm living, visit a new city, just wander around the streets and see what I can find. So we're here in Linz, which is about halfway between Salzburg and Vienna, and we're gonna see what there is to explore. So the first place we've come out to see is the new Cathedral of Linz, which you can see behind me, but it's clearly so big it doesn't even fit in the frame. This is because it's actually the largest cathedral in all of Austria. It was built between 1864 and 1924, if my dates are correct, which is why it's pretty new. It hasn't been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. It was built in the last century or so, but it is huge. It can fit 20,000 people in there. We're gonna go have a look inside. Now I'm standing outside the old Cathedral of Linz. This one's much smaller, as you can see. It's really inconspicuous, sort of just in the middle of town. It has started to snow as well, which is really nice. But I'm gonna pop inside because apparently the interior is supposed to be really beautiful. The entrance is just this little door here. It's very, yeah, I guess inconspicuous is the right word. Let's have a look. I'm just gonna go for a little walk along the river here. So the city of Linz sits on the Danube River. Linz is only about 30 kilometers south of the border with Czechia. So it's right up in the north of the country. And yeah, the river flows right in the middle of the city here. So we're gonna have a little look, and there's supposed to be some nice viewpoints along the way. So as you can see, it's really snowy now. There's not much to do in Linz. It's a pretty quiet little city, and I've kind of just wandered around a bit. But there is a place that's about 30 kilometers from here by train. It's called the Kremsmünster Abbey, and it's supposed to be quite stunning. So we're gonna combine these 2 trips and go spend the afternoon wandering a beautiful abbey. So we're just gonna head back through the city to the train station now. Okay, I know I said it was snowing before, but like, yeah, it's really snowing now. I've come out to the town of Kremsmünster, which is home to the famous Kremsmünster Abbey, which you can kind of see the start of behind me there. And the town, given that it's a Sunday in Austria, is completely dead and empty. So we'll see what the Abbey's like, but I'm looking forward to exploring. Just gotta climb lots of steep steps up the town hillside to get to the Abbey. So this abbey actually, surprisingly, is completely empty. I'm the only person here on a Sunday, but this abbey dates back to 777. It's a Benedictine monastery abbey. The monks used to live here. There's lots of beautiful artwork and relics. It's actually a school partially nowadays, so there's a gym and there's restaurants and there's even a hotel here. But that church, do you see that? One of the most beautiful ones. Wow. So turns out only the church is free to visit. Everything else you have to only do by guided tour. And they have one of the most beautiful libraries in all of Austria here, so I'm gonna do the tour and go see the library. Look how beautiful this library is. Wow. Abbeys always have the most beautiful libraries. It's like out of Beauty and the Beast. Oh. So unfortunately, the tour was actually all in Austrian German, which I can't understand at all. It's completely different than German, which I speak. But it was nice just to see him. I got the gist of it, I think, and the library, as you saw, was amazing. So definitely worth joining in that. I'm rushing now a little bit because there's a train in 15 minutes. I'm gonna try and make it back to Salzburg. Made it.